go. Come on in and join. Appreciate that. Hold on, let me see here now. Munch, make sure it's not showing. Make sure it shows and the screen records for me.
Okay.
What does it say?
We're having trouble loading this live.
Okay, so go down. There you go. Just go down and hit. Thank you very much, Munchie. You want to say anything to the people who love you, your fans?
No.
You don't want to say anything to your fans?
I end my semester this week.
Okay, no problem. Take that downstairs, make sure screen records, and put it on my bed. Thank you. She would like to share with you guys. Whoa, whoa. I got a bunch of raggedy shit going on over here. My daughter would like to share with you guys the fact that she has finished her first year of college.
Yes.
Hopefully I can pay for the next year. That would be good. Hopefully I can pay for the next year. A couple of different things I want to touch on real quick. If you like my sweaters that I wear, you can go to www.fatmanscoop.com. Go pick one up. There's the Fuck Coronavirus collection. I'm Social Distancing collection, Quarantine and Chill. Also Stay Home and Drink Coffee. So if you're out there and you like these shirts, you can go cop them. When it is opened up to the public for us to go outside, I have a couple other shirts and hoodies that I have. At that time, I'll be able to buy sweatshirts and print them myself. And then at that point, I could do any one that you want me to do. Hakashio Shin, we're wearing the same hat right now. That's another thing. My hair is absolutely fucked up. So as we go into June and July, and you ask, why am I still wearing a hat in the middle of the summer? Look, my hair is an absolute mess. Actually, if there's anybody out there that has different color hats that I can wear that are beanie hats like this, please do that. Give a few away, though, marketing. I definitely have given a lot of them away. I gave a lot of these fucking ones away. Hey, Papa J Show, how you feeling? Racks on Stacks, how are you feeling? La Maureen 1726, how are you doing? So listen, here's what's happening tonight. Black Thought from the Roots is coming on tonight, okay? He is literally one of the best lyricists ever. He is in my top 50 list of lyricists. We have written down, or I have written down, a list of my top 50 lyricists, not in order. He has written down a list of his top 50 lyricists, not in order, and then we're going to try to put this in an order. So if you have any of your rappers that you think are in the top 50, you can make the list as we go along. You can make it with us, or you can add names that you feel need to be in there on the bottom. I'm going to start with the news, and the news is usually about coronavirus, and that's a damn shame because that's the only thing that's going on right now. There's no sports, there's no nothing. So if I have to do the news, it's coronavirus. And very soon, I'm going to be looking for someone to do straight news on this show. So if you have a background in doing news or reporting something, please send me an email at show@fatmanscoop.com so you can come on here, hop on here, and do your news for me. And this way, I won't even have to go look for the news. Somebody else can go look for the shit. This is from New York City. New York City buys handheld game consoles to occupy Rikers Island inmates in the coronavirus pandemic. Now, while employers are battling for adequate personal protection equipment, inmates in jails are playing video games. Thousands of inmates have received off-brand devices similar to Nintendo Game Boys on the city's dime, officials said. Quote unquote, they're giving these to inmates and making Rikers Island a Toys R Us, a former Department of Corrections employee told the Daily News. What is next? PS4s? And if you don't know, the city purchased 5,500 of the $15 handheld gaming devices on March 27th from Finesse Creations Incorporated. The consoles were distributed to inmates on Rikers Island and other city jails. Hold on one second. Let's see here now. Let me get my fucking calculator out. 5,500 times 15 is $82,500. Somebody just made somebody's fucking salary and a little bit more to give these motherfuckers fake ass Nintendos. Now, my thing is this. Don't give them Nintendos, okay? Give them some ass. Give them people in Rikers Island and city jails. They don't need Nintendo. They need some ass. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to give those fake ass Nintendos out. You're going to give them to all the inmates. The inmates that are stronger and most powerful, and basically what they do for white people, if you guys don't know about any of this jail stuff, they quote unquote run the house, and run the house means they control everything. They're gonna take the weaker inmates' Nintendos anyway. They're not gonna have their Nintendos anyway. They're gonna have nothing. Then they're gonna take those Nintendos and sell them to somebody in another house so that they can have those Nintendos and make money off them. Why don't you just say, forget Nintendo, go down to Hunts Point in the Bronx, where there are a bunch of hookers that are probably not working as much as they usually work. There's a bunch of prostitutes down there that are not getting the work that they used to because everybody's in the house. Grab them up, take them to Rikers Island, and let them fuck everybody. Because here's the thing. A lot of people in Rikers Island are angry. They're in danger from being extorted or whatever. They can't social distance. A bunch of motherfuckers all in the same place, breathing all the same air, and it's hot in there. Nah, man. These people are backed up. Listen, if I masturbate and I'm backed up, then what do you think somebody that's in Rikers Island or whatever jail across America is? They extremely backed up. Let those people take some of the pressure off of their soul. Give them some ass. That's my personal opinion. That's where I stand with this. In Atlanta, this is another very interesting story. Some of the millions of American workers that have been laid off because of the coronavirus are beginning to face a tough choice. Now, here's the choice. A, return to work and risk infection, or B, stay at home and risk losing unemployment benefits. Now, the decision is most pressing in the states that governors have started to allow businesses and restaurants to reopen with social distancing restrictions. Now, I will say I happen to live in the state of New Jersey. New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania are in a cluster where the most people in the United States are, other than California. So they're keeping stuff locked down over here, hard body. There are no reopening kind of scenarios yet. And the governor of New Jersey has said, listen, it's going to be a long time, so dig in. And so anyway, Tyler Price, who's 26 years old, was called back to his job at Del Frisco's in the Nashville suburb of Brentwood, Tennessee, where things are starting to reopen. After Governor Bill Lee allowed restaurants to open dining rooms at 50% capacity with servers wearing masks and being tested for fever. Okay? But this guy Price, who is yet to receive unemployment benefits, is wrestling with what to do. So he's sitting in his house and he's trying to figure out what the fuck he's going to do. He said he's highly susceptible to respiratory illnesses and was hospitalized with pneumonia as a kid. Now, let me explain something to you. When they said that this had when they said that this feels like pneumonia, I was shaking in my fucking boots, okay? Because I had pneumonia about 20 years ago. And to be honest with you people, I'm afraid of needles. My thing that I'm afraid of is needles. I'll fight you in the middle of the street. I'll fight 50 Cent in the middle of the street. I don't give a fuck. Whatever's happening, I get punched in the face, he punched me, whatever, I don't care. But if you put a needle in front of me, I'm gonna jump up and down like a fucking girl. I was so sick that when my ex-wife, years ago, my first wife, dropped me off at the hospital, I couldn't even stand. I had to get a wheelchair and they had to wheel me into the emergency room. They came and said, listen, we got to give you an IV. I was so sick, I said, you know something, I don't even give a fuck. Give me the IV, I'll take what you give me. I don't care, fucking give it to me. So for me to do that, that's how bad that was. And I spent maybe about 7 or 8 days in the hospital. It was fucking crazy. So I understand, you know, that this is a very scary thing, especially with people who are autoimmune, diabetic, and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. He's making a decision because, again, he says that he's highly susceptible, and he's highly susceptible to respiratory illnesses, and he was hospitalized as a child with pneumonia. Now, the design of the unemployment system adds to the pressure. If an employer calls back laid-off workers, they must report to work or they can lose their benefits. So it ain't like they can call you back and you say, no, fuck that. I'm going to take this $800 a month and I'm going to watch Maury all day. You can't do that, okay? Well, I'm going to take this $1,500 and I'm going to watch Jeremy Kyle all day. And people, if you don't know who Jeremy Kyle is, he's the UK equivalent to Maury, so don't worry about that. So the reason for all this is that unemployment insurance is designed to tide people over until they can get back to a job. So the question is, right now, if you had the choice between going to work and possibly getting an infection or losing your unemployment benefits, which one would you pick? Which one would you pick? Ebony Walker, how you feeling? I want to know right now, if you want to hop real quick before we get to Black Thought, if you want to hop into my live and just tell me what you think, you can do that. If you had a choice between A, going back to work and risking an infection, or B, losing your unemployment benefits, which one would you take? Which one would you take? I'd like to know which one you would take. You can tell me on here, or you can send me, you can hop in my Instagram live. Either one, I'll take it. As far as I'm concerned, I think I would probably get out there and risk the infection. Hi, how are you feeling? If you show your thing, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm all right. I'm trying to see this dude keep. I want to see, can you give me some advice? You know,
Right,
I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay, listen, my man. Here's what we'll do. I want you, after I'm finished with Black Thought and we do that, whatever advice you want from me, once you see me finish with Black Thought, I will do whatever I need to do for you. Okay?
Okay, that sounds about right, brother. Okay.
Sir, is that a tattoo on the middle of your head?
So, yeah. Why you ask that? Is that
Listen, we're gonna talk about all that later. After Black Thought is finished, request to be in my live. I'm gonna be the first person to get to you. Okay? You're gonna be the number one. Okay?
Okay.
Well, just before I get it, before we leave, what's your issue, man? Just give me a overall rundown of it.
I'm just tired of being single. I'm trying to see how can I go about being a better person and meet me a nice woman. They keep talking about these tattoos on my head, and you just mentioned that. And that's crazy.
Okay,
you know.
Okay,
I'm doing.
Go on, talk. Say what you gotta say. Go on.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure what's going on. How I got this tattoo on my head. I didn't mean to do it, and I'm trying to figure something out. You know, how do I get me a girl? You know, I can't get no woman. They keep laughing at my tattoo, and you just brought it up. I'm thinking you, and I'm thinking you trying to clown me.
No, sir. I'm not trying to clown you, but the first thing I see is a big thing. You don't rap. You're not Lil Wayne, so you can't do this stuff. You can't do it, sir.
Oh wow! Hey, you know what? See, now I'm finna hurt myself. You fucked up. Now I'm finna hurt myself.
Sir. So now the man gonna hurt himself because he went up here and he decided that he want to put that shit on his face. Now he gonna come to me. He gonna hurt himself. I can't. I tried. I can't. What do you want from me? I try to help the man. I didn't even get to help him. If he's not, first of all, nobody's getting ass in the quarantine. All right. So at this point, you know, you ride with it. You masturbate. You do what you have to do, and that's it. Exactly, Big. Life goes on. Little mama, please tell this man do not hurt himself. Hi, little mama, how you feeling? You know I love you, and you Harlem. You know I love you. People just do what the fuck they want to do. They do what they want. And you know, so can I find that man? I wanna find that man. I wanna see if I can find him. I'm gonna go to somebody really, really quick before Black Thought comes in here, and I'm gonna ask you, you have a choice between going back to work and getting infected, or you lose your benefits. Which one do you pick? Hello, sir, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, Fatman Scoop? Much respect, man. This wisdom come from Southside 619, San Diego, California.
Okay. All right, there we go. Now, so you have a choice between going back to work and possibly getting infected, or you lose your unemployment benefits. Which one do you pick, sir?
Honestly, I'm not even getting unemployment. So I choose option B because I'm not risking my health or my loved one's health. Right now, I'm doing what I've got to do, follow the guidelines, stay at home policy. I go out, go for a run, go to the park, stuff like that. But I'm not risking my life for no business that don't even care about our lives. I mean, look at the meat factories that all their employees caught that virus, and they still tell them to go back to work. Why are you gonna risk your life for a company that you don't even own? You're just a worker, and they're treating you like a damn slave. Slaving for what? So they could generate money? I'm not doing none of that. I'm not even getting unemployment. The fact is that people gotta know that you had to have saving your money for a rainy day. Like whatever the situation was, like you already had to be stacked.
I can barely hear you. Big the humble munch to stay here because once Black Thought comes in here, I'm gonna need you, bro. I'm gonna need you because I actually respect your opinion. Let's see. Let's grab somebody else. I'm just waiting for Black Thought to show up. Let's see here. Just waiting for Black Thought to show up. Once he shows up, we're gonna get right into this. So you can feed your family if you have one. If not, stay home. They're gonna replace you. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
Hi, my name is Tanvir. How are you?
You're smiling your ass off. What you got to add to this conversation, sir? Come on with it.
I got nothing to add to this conversation. I got school. I'm just home chilling. I'm just watching some videos. I'm looking for my glasses because that shit makes me look good. You know what I'm saying? Where you get your
Sir, I'm trying to have a conversation with people about some serious shit, and you looking for your glasses, bro. You can look for your glasses somewhere else.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
If you had a choice between going back to work and getting the infection, or staying at home and losing your unemployment benefits, which means you have no money, which one do you pick, sir?
Staying at home.
So you gonna stay at home with no money, with no milk, with no groceries, with no nothing, and if you don't have no money, your girlfriend ain't gonna want to fuck you. You have nothing, sir. You're gonna be finished. Is that the one you're gonna take, or you gonna risk going outside and possibly working and possibly getting an infection, but you're gonna have money, your wife gonna want to fuck you, you're gonna have the nice house and the nice car. You don't want that infection. What?
I want to live. You know what I'm trying to do? No infection, right? Just meditate my ass off at home. Just that.
You gonna meditate your broke ass off?
Hey man, that shit works.
Thank you very much, sir. I will talk to you at another time. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you and your eyes. That man had eyes that would fucking, it didn't, his eyes weren't what I really wanted to see. His eyes were not the thing. Right now we're gonna switch this up a little bit. We're gonna go to a man that I really respect when it comes to lyricism. This man is one of my personal top 50 lyricists ever. If I want to hear lyrics, this is a man that I go to. I highly respect him on the microphone. This is Black Thought, everybody. Everybody say what's up to Black Thought. He's in the building. How are you, sir?
Yo, I'm good. I'm looking at myself like, damn, I look like the Black Duck Dynasty on this shit. This is crazy.
Your beard has even got bigger. Like, my beard was crazy, so I know your beard's
crazy.
So listen, first and foremost, I always ask everybody the same question because I'm always going to want to know. How are you handling things during the coronavirus? What are you doing to stay busy? What are you doing to keep your mind in a good place? What are you doing?
I've been spending a lot more time with my family, which is a beautiful thing. Just being with my wife and kids. But as far as keeping my head in the proper space and just keeping creative, if you got a little bit of space in your crib to move around, that's a blessing. So I got enough space to sort of move around. I got my office to myself and just started, working and recording from home and, been keeping busy that way. We still doing a Tonight Show, but just on some, we doing a Tonight Show remotely. So I get it.
How was that working?
It's dope. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? We get all, different assignments to do sort of weekly, and we still get to do music stuff and, to participate in the bits and all that. So, it's dope. We all been having a good time. I needed this pause. I needed a break. I needed some time to slow down and sort of, you know, take things in, reset. So this has been good for me. Yeah, I'm not going crazy just yet, you know.
When do you think that you'll be back on the set? When has anybody even told you, you know, we're looking at this day, this may happen?
Nah, like, you know, realistically, I mean, at first, you know, we've been taking it like 1 month at a time. I think at first we were hoping to, you know, have been back by April, and then, you know, by May. You know, right now, you know, hopefully by June, but you know, that might be ambitious. So just realistically, if I was taking an educated guess, I would, you know, I would maybe estimate August. Who knows though? I mean, hopefully sooner than later. You know what I mean?
I'm saying my guess, my estimation is August 1st. I'm right with you. I'm right with you. August
Right.
1st, because they let all the kids out of school and said the school is over for the year. So that means you've already written off June. You've written off half of
Right.
June. Okay? So that takes us into July. So now you got to add 4 weeks for all these assholes out here doing what they want to do. So that takes us to
Word.
August. Okay. Let's start. First of all, when we talked
Damn.
about it on Instagram, we were going back and forth on the DM, and we were talking about what we should do with you coming on the show. Me, I personally think you're in my top 50 MCs, period. And I told you that. At least
Thanks,
10.
man.
I listen, and people, once you get off of here and once Black Thought leaves and we finish this Instagram, I want you to go to YouTube and Google and search Black Thought Funk Master Flex Freestyle. This man freestyled for 10 full minutes without stopping for air, and he said some fucking amazing shit. I'm going to give you one thing that always sticks with me. He said, I'm the sum of all fears. Anybody better, I'm the sum of all fears. Anybody better than me, I'm all ears, like Obama. I wish he had another 4 years. And I took my phone and I threw it across the room. And that's when I know that a lyricist is good. When somebody make me throw my phone, I know they're good. So
No, that's real.
in your mind, what makes a good lyricist?
I think, you know, what makes a good lyricist is a balance, man. It's a balance. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to, you know, be, you know, read. I mean, I would say well read. The more well read, the better. You have to have experience out in these streets. You know, you have to have lived a life. The same things that make anyone a great storyteller or a dope writer is what makes a dope lyricist. But the delicate balance when it comes to MCing is, you know, almost like you have to downplay all of that. You know what I mean? Like it's a nonchalantness. It's about investing much effort into making your performance come off as effortless as possible. You know what I mean? If you're moving around too much, you're getting too hype, your breath control ain't there, if you all over the place mentally, like visibly, physically all over the place, then it's like, you know, like you're doing too much and it's a distraction. It takes away as opposed to drawing people into what you're doing. But you know, when it's a measuredness, when it's a, you know, just like a calmness to your performance, you're able to sort of draw folks in. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Well, it makes 100% sense to me. One of the things that
Yeah.
you said that was really, really pivotal was the fact that you have to be well read. Most really good MCs, they can claim to be dumb or they can act dumb or whatever they choose to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But the best MCs are usually very smart, very
Yeah.
learned, and very read. Because you have to
Yeah.
have something to draw all of these things from. So you can act like a street dude, but anybody who has lyrics and punchlines is usually very smart. What rappers
Agreed.
did you grow up emulating? Who did you grow up emulating and wanting to be like?
I grew up emulating you know, like my five, like I call it my Voltron five of his five MCs that sort of come together really to comprise who I am or who I was as a young aspiring artist. It would be Kane and G-Rap, Rakim and Chuck D, and KRS. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? They those are the rappers of, you know, sort of the graduating class before me that I feel like they came together and begat me. But I you know, you asked me to write down some, you know, make my list of some of my favorites, and
Yes.
you know, I would have to take into consideration the MCs that that inspired the MCs that inspired me, and then the MCs that sort of came after. So,
before you do that, are we judging?
okay,
Because I have a list too. Are we judging
okay.
on? Are we judging on lyrics? Because I wrote my list on lyrics, delivery, flow, style, and there were some people that weren't as lyrical, but they had a heavy impact on the game. So that's how I made my list. So give me what you have, and then we'll kind of come to a top 50.
I made my list on the same criteria, but more than having the heavy impact on the game, I made it more personal and just MCs that had the most impact, that resonated with me the most for different reasons. Some because it was more stylistic, some with some other sort of subtlety. And in no particular order, you know what I'm saying? I just have a list of rappers. I think it's probably over 50 on my list.
Give it to me.
Right.
Before we do that, people, every night, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Black Thought. I do this every night at 7 p.m. Celebrity interviews, we do news, we read advice letters, and of course we have great interviews like this man right here, Black Thought, one of my top 50 MCs. And if you're in here and you're a rap purist and you love rap, just hop out for a quick minute and send somebody that you know that loves discussions about rap and real stuff. Send them a text or a DM and say, Fatman Scoop and Black Thought are talking top 50 MCs. Go ahead, bro.
First, I'm gonna dig deep a little bit. You got Ronnie C from the Funky 4+1.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Who's one of the featured artists. He's rapping in that movie Wild Style, which made a huge impression on me back in the day. So just all top. Ronnie C. He always says some dope shit. That's if you ever hear that song "Sucker Niggas" from A Tribe Called Quest with Q-Tip sampled that, "Hey, sucker nigga, whoever you are," like that's Ronnie C. He was dope. Also he was part of the Funky 4+1, but also he was one half of Double Trouble. You know what I'm saying? Crazy dope. Grandmaster Caz, who I feel like is one of the almighty original, just dopest MC storytellers, in history. And he sort of influenced so many other MCs that went on to influence me. Spoonie G, another, brilliantly gifted storyteller, you know what I'm saying? Never got high, you know what I mean? Just always came from the perspective of a sober MC. He was super authentic. He was super, New York, and just like standout joints from Spoonie G. Definitely The Godfather and Love Rap. Love Rap is like one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, come on.
Beat. Nobody will ever do a better beat.
Come on, the beat alone. Kumo D, you know what I'm saying? Like the original battle rapper, like the original freestyle rapper, the original, speed rapper. It was like I emulated a Kumo D style with the first rhyme that I wrote. That's Kumo D from the Treacherous 3. I wrote a rhyme at the age of 9. That was, that's what I was trying to be. As far as game changes, you get into the era, you got both Run and DMC, you know what I mean? Like after them, hip hop was never the same. And, they both just were, dope in their own right and just super unique, you know what I mean? Like the dynamic duo of, I won't even call it Batman and Robin, like the Batman and Superman of hip hop for me. Changed everything. LL Cool J, just as well. You know what I'm saying? LL is up there, man. Like, and these are, I often, like, I like to call attention to how young some of these artists were, like when they first made, like their big splash, when they began to make an impact on me. I was a young person, but these brothers wasn't that much older. You know what I mean? You got LL, he was like 15, 16, you know what I'm saying? When he came out, when he was writing, he came to Philly, I think at 15 or 16 and battled this dude from around my neighborhood named, no, he ain't battled nobody. He just came to Philly and performed at this club called the After Midnight back in the day and destroyed it over Tila Rock, It's Yours beat. And it's one of the most, I mean, like that performance alone, like shaped my life. You know what I mean? I feel like had he not done that performance, like I might not be here as an artist talking to you today. And this is somebody who was, 15 at the time. You got Special Ed, again, like another, he was like a, Special Ed wrote lyrics when he was 14 or 15 that, I was proven effective by a clinical test because some couldn't come to believe I'm the best, so they tested me. But now they in the clinic, they almost arrested me because I did it. It's like just timeless classic shit that, you could say over any beat today and it'll still be ill. You got KRS-One. You got, like I said, Kane, Kool G Rap, Rakim, Chuck D, Cube, Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely crazy impact on what it is that I did. Ice Cube and the DOC, you know what I mean? Like, two just of the greatest pens. You know, DOC from Texas, Ice Cube repping the West Coast. Just, you know, had it not been for their courage and sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? Some of my contemporaries that also influenced me from the standpoint of, you know, just like competition and just like, I feel like keeping each other sharp. The Redmans and, you know, from the Wu, you got Deck, Ghostface, The Genius, Prodigy, Nas, Jadakiss and Styles from the Locks. Raekwon, definitely. Tragedy, who, you know, like I feel like was the father to a whole, you know, like there would be no Capone, Noriega, no Mobb Deep, no, you know, like so many artists that sort of came out of Queens and like, you know, that whole QB sound, Nas, all of them, like they were like under, you know, in my opinion, Large Professor and Tragedy. You know
Large
what I'm saying?
Professor.
So,
I forgot
yeah,
Large Professor.
definitely. There's two of them. Master Ace, Scarface, Bun B, MJG, Andre 3000, Lauryn Hill, Grand Poobah, Q-Tip, Big L, Biggie, Pop, Jay-Z, Wayne, you know, Tretch, Rock Mars is one of my favorites to this day. Sean Price, MF Doom, Crooked Eye, Buckshot, Greg Nice,
I said all the Slaughterhouse. I said all the Slaughterhouse. I just added them all in one.
Yeah, Greg Nice, Kool Keith, Slick Rick, Schoolie D, EST, from 3 Times Dope, Big Pun,
yes,
Jay Dilla, who I think is like the dopest like producer to ever rap. Like as far as like producers who rap go, like the Pharrells and the Kanyes and, you know, just artists who make their own beats and then rap over them. Like Jay Dilla is still the illest.
Pete Rock.
Pete Rock was a dope rapper, but Pete Rock isn't on my list because a lot of Pete Rock stuff was written by Rob O, who's on my list. Rob Odendo, that's one of my all-time faves. Rob O and Grand Poobah, you know what I'm saying? Like that was Pete's pen. So yeah, Schoolie D, Beans, Roxanne Shante.
I fucked Beans. Hold on, I fucked Beans. I fucked Beanie. I gotta put him on. I fucked him. I fucked him.
Beans, me and Beans was in our first group together. Like we started out together. I was in 4th grade. Beans was in the 3rd grade. You know what I mean? The first rap show I did together was me and Beans. Yeah.
Was Beans always a gorilla the way he is now, or was he calm back then?
Beans was calm. I mean, Beans calm now. He was always chill. Beans always been on some chill shit. I know him, you know, we grew up together. So I know his whole family, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we just come from a part of Philly where it was real in the field, you know? So, I mean, over time, you know, like people get, like you known for what you known for. But yeah, we was bucks together. We was bucks together, man.
What was the name of that group? What was the name of the group with you? What was the name of the group with you and Beanie C? What's the name of that group?
We was the Crash Crew. That was like, you know, probably that was my first group.
Okay.
That was my first. I was in the 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah. Petey Crack, Young Chris. You know what I'm saying? You know, we already said the whole Slaughterhouse. I got King Los, Yasin Bey, Mos Def, whatever you want to call my brother. I got
you just make it all black. Just make it Black Star because you can't forget Talib Kweli.
Yeah. You got Black Star. I used to really rock with this artist named K Swift, who was down with the Alliance, down with Milk D and the Audio 2, MC Light and all them. They also had another brother down with them named Bar Shar that I thought was dope. You know what I mean? He definitely, you know, had a huge influence on me, as well as from Toronto, the Maestro Jesse West, Maestro Fresh West. Yeah, I mean, just to name a few. And like I said, in no particular order. That's just, you know, a lot of the MCs that really resonated with me and who still do to this day.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down mine really quickly. Some of it is in order, some of it is not. Rakim. These ones are in order. Rakim, Kool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, LL, Lord Finesse, Nas, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Fred the Godson, Raekwon and Ghostface, Prodigy, you, fucking KRS, Jay-Z, Big. Once I got kind of over there, I started just throwing names. Big,
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Slick Rick, Melly Mel, Lloyd Banks, Big L. You made me remember Big L. Prodigy,
Yeah.
Eminem, Bun B. This might be a little to you, but I feel it. Drake.
Okay. I got
That's
Drake
me.
on my list. You know what I mean?
Okay,
That's
okay.
you know, I got Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. That's the trifecta.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the holy trinity of you know what I
Of
mean,
today.
2 generations after mine.
Okay, I put Run, but I didn't put DMC. But I do, something. Now that I think about it, Run DMC is one thing. Just like Raekwon
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ghostface is one, Method Man and Redman is one. I put Beanie Siegel, but I forgot that, and you reminded me of that. Grand Poobah I put down. Ice Cube, you reminded me of Jesse West. Chuck D, Q-Tip, Lil Wayne, Kumo D, Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, Bun B, Big Pun, DMX. I put DMX in there because he changed the entire
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Inspector
Excellent.
Deck, Inspector Deck, Joel Ortiz, Busta Rhymes, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole,
What?
Common, and I put Das Effects because Das Effects changed the game. Honorable
Yeah,
mention, 3D Natty, who's a rapper from New Orleans. She's a girl. Jay
yeah.
Pressure, he's coming up. He's new. My man P is in there because he hasn't made
Yeah.
a lot of commercial records, so people don't know him. Those are people that are honorable mentions. But let's
Yeah.
go. 10 MCs that got to be on that list. Now we're taking away everybody. We're clearing everybody out. There's 10 people that got to be on your list. Who's on it?
10 people gotta be on my list. I'm
10
going
people.
Rakim, Chuck D, Cool G Rap, Kane, KRS, DOC, Run. What how many is that?
That's that I can't count, but I would say that's this many. That's 7.
None of Run.
No, you said one. You said one already.
Yeah, Schoolie D
Uh-huh.
and EST.
You got one more. You got one more. You got EST.
Okay, Schoolie D, EST, and shoot, man, that's a tough one.
Fuck DPMD. Fuck DPMD. Somebody just put that.
Yeah, damn. In LL. I'm sorry, in LL.
Okay. All right. So hold on. I should have wrote that down. Hold on one second. I didn't write that down. I'll get it later. Mine would be Rakim, Cool G Rap.
Hold up, Bink talking about Bink.
Huh? Who?
Oh man, Bink.
What did Bink say?
He said him.
Bink needs to go sit down. Cut it out, Bink. Rakim, cool. You didn't even put Rakim on there. How you didn't put?
Yes,
Rakim
I did. I did put Rakim on there.
Okay, cool. But what? Because you did a verse for Ghetto, which was with Rakim.
Yeah.
I count that amongst one of the best verses I've ever heard you say. Where was your mind? What was your zone? Where were you at? What zone were you in? Were you like trying to really prove to Rob, look, I belong here? What was your process with that? Because that was one of the that record. Oh boy,
it was definitely, you know what I'm saying, one of those moments where I had already received my validation from Rakim. You know what I mean? Just on times that we did a couple press campaigns together, and we had worked together before. I think we had performed live at that point. But like we had yet to record. We hadn't done any records yet. So when we got together to do this joint for the In the Ghetto, it was the J Period mixtape that we did in conjunction with our John Legend album. Right. And yeah, it was like, I mean, I ain't want to put too much on it, you know what I'm saying, and then wind up like jacking myself up. I mean, sometimes they say if you look down, you fall down, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to, keep my head up, make sure I hold my own, and just apply my same work ethic that already had Rakim respecting me, you know what I mean? So that's what I did. I kept the bar like where I normally set it. I ain't try to pull out all the stops and go super lyrical, make sure you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like, okay, I'm trying to impress him. I feel like the impression had already been made, so we just complimented each other well, just because, I mean, it's natural. Like, you see, if I did a record with G-Rap, like, I mean, the nuances of my style that come from G-Rap will probably stand out more because that's who I was paired with. You know what I mean? So like I said, there's certain artists that, you know, are like are 1/5 of who I feel like makes me up. And Rakim is one of those dudes. You know what I mean? It's I occupy a dope space where most of the MCs that I have a certain level of respect for, that respect is mutual. You know what I mean? So like for me, that's all the validity, like that's all the, you know, that's all the really the accolades, that's all my flowers while I'm still here. You know what I mean? Like if it was one artist that I named who I felt like it wasn't, it didn't go both ways, like they didn't have the same level of respect for me, then I would still have something to work for. You know what I mean? But I feel like I've already, you know what I mean?
Got you where you need to go. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
Rakim, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, LL. I'm gonna take KRS off on this one. I'm gonna put Lord Finesse there as 5.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. No, Lord Finesse is 5. Nas, Fabulous, Jadakiss. See, okay, now I got two left, and that's
it get tricky. It's like I can't do no top 10 lists, man. That's why I had to hit
because
you with
I only have two. I only have 2 left. I haven't even got to you. I haven't got to Ray. I haven't got to Ghostface and Ray. Hold on, Slick Rick. Shit, Eminem. I haven't got to.
Yo, Bink is cracking me up, man.
What was Big talking about?
You gonna have to go back and read these comments, yo.
Hold on, what's this fool talking about? Hold on, I gotta see what he's talking about. Hold on. I'm not thinking about. Let me see what Big talking about. I'm gonna read that later. Big messing with me. Big always messing with me.
Pharaoh, definitely Pharaoh.
But hold on, I got 2 more. Now I got you. I got Fred the Godson. I got Raekwon and Ghostface, Prodigy. I got Slick Rick. Shit. Method in Red, Grand Poobah. I feel like I'm a fuck Big Pun over. Inspector Deck is nice. Buster, Kendrick Lamar, fucking J. Cole, Drake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tough one. It's hard, bro.
Scarface is not okay. Scarface wasn't in my top 50, and Andre 3000 wasn't, and Tupac wasn't. And I got a lot of flack for that, but that's just no Scarface. I need to put him in.
Face is in there. Face is in there. Face is in mine. MJG is in mine. Yo, Project Pat is in mine and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what I think. But it's like I said, I can't narrow it down to 50. You know, like certain people, like their contribution, they influence so many other artists. Like certain people like introduce a new cadence that niggas might have ran with. You know what I mean? Like the Project Pats and like, you know what I mean, what 3 6 Mafia did, like that shit rebirthed the whole South. You know what I mean? Niggas started running. Like it's so many artists that wouldn't exist, and they probably don't even know what their bloodline is. Like a lot of new artists don't understand the real lineage of where how they got to rapping the way that they rap. But I understand that shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. EPMD is also really good. Like, listen, Andre 3000 is in my. Don't get on my back because I got the comments. Andre 3000 is in my top 50, but he's not in my top 20. Okay, Tupac wasn't in my top 50. He wasn't in my top 50. And where does Andre 3000 stand with you? Top 20 or top 20 or top 50?
Andre, man, he's definitely he's both. He's top 20. He's definitely top 20. Andre is probably he's one of the top 5 MCs that, you know what I mean, like on my list of people that I want to work with, that I want to collaborate with, you know what I'm saying? I want to work with, you know, Lauryn Hill, Andre. I want to work with Lauryn Hill, Andre, Nas. I had M on that list, but I just jumped on M's new album. I want to work with Hove. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like my 5 MCs that I still want to do a joint with, Andre is up there. You know what I mean? Nas. Like the ultimate collab for me would be a joint with like me, Andre, and Nas.
Okay. Now for me, if I had a song, if somebody said we're gonna make a mixtape just for you, and we're gonna get one cut with everybody on it. My dream record would be Rakim, Kool G Rap, Kane, you, Jadakiss, Fabulous, Lloyd Banks, Raekwon and Ghostface, P, Fred the Godson, 3D Nutty, and Lord Finesse. They just made it for me. They just made it for me. It's for me to listen to 10, 15 minutes of just motherfuckers saying some shit.
Yo, my ultimate hype man battle. Like, my ultimate hype man battle, yo. I want to see you, DJ Kool, Dougie Fresh. He can't do no beatbox though. He can only hype the crowd up.
Right.
You, DJ Kool, Dougie, and maybe maybe Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Khaled. Like as far as like getting the crowd hype.
Little John,
and Lil Jon, definitely, and Lil Jon, yo. You know what I'm saying?
And so I come from the tree. I come from the tree of Dougie Fresh and DJ Chill Will, who actually had just called me while we were on this live. They're the ones who taught me everything that I know about being a hype man. Because I used to rap first. I used to rap, and I was signed to Teddy Riley. And I was, and I was signed to Teddy Riley, and then I went to go sign with Puff. I was supposed to be the original Notorious B.I.G. But I stopped rhyming hard because I felt like I couldn't back it up in the street. Because I was a funny dude. I was a musician. I had gangsters and all that in my, but I wasn't no killer. And you know that if you rap about that, you gotta really be about it.
Yeah.
So I didn't do it, and I went on and I got into the music business and whatever, and then I started making records. Dougie Fresh and Chill Will taught me everything about being a hype man. I never used it because I was a rapper. DJ Kool is my father in this business because I heard "Let Me Clear My Throat" and it's New York in the house. So with that, that's how I even thought of the idea of doing it. So those two,
shit.
I'm Dougie Fresh is DJ Hollywood, which nobody knows. He's one of the pioneers of rocking crowds and DJing from Harlem. That's my great grandfather.
Yeah.
My grandfather is Dougie Fresh. My father in this is DJ Kool. And
that's crazy.
Those are the people. And,
that's
crazy
it's crazy that that's the first people that I named too. Like, you know what I mean? But I could definitely see that. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Yeah, so and then, of course, I brought on people that I inspired, like Big Ali and other people like that I brought in that because I did something, I influenced them. So I'm blessed to be on that list. And as we talked about, I know you wanted to learn some hype stuff, and I'm going to work on that with you, and we're going to get you right so that you have the microphone part and you got the hype part. That's easy.
Yeah, man. I've always done little elements of shit that you do, stuff, you know what I mean? Stuff from Doug, stuff from Kool, you know what I'm saying? Like definitely that trifecta has always been when it's time for me, like if I'm in Europe or if I'm, somewhere where it's like it's not as much about the performance that I'm doing as it is about me just hyping up the crowd, or if I'm trying to hype up Quest while he's spinning or something, I do all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll be talking about Crooklyn Clan, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But
we fucked Flavor Flav. See, this is the problem about
what?
And we fucked Spliff Star for Busta Rhymes. Spliff Star.
Well, you know what? I was about to say Spliff, but then I was gonna say, like, I feel like Spliff would rhyme and shit, you know what I mean? And then it's like, I don't like, it's a different type of battle, you know what I mean? But yeah, as far as Spliff is a dope hype man in that he like hypes Busta. He supports Busta to the fullest. But that's different than, you know what I mean, being on a mic as a DJ or with the DJ and hyping up the crowd, like the call and response and shit. That's not what Spliff is known for, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but everybody else that we name.
Did you count Fife as a hype man? Because somebody said it's Fife a hype man.
Nah, I wouldn't count Fife as a hype man. Nah, not at all. Not at all.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Bro, I want to ask you one final question before I get you out the door, and that's this. Being that you're a lyricist, do you listen to quote unquote mumble rap? And what do you say when your kids bring you today's rap, mumble rap, as if it's hot? Do you even listen to it? And when your kids bring it to you, do you say, okay, cool, or you say, oh yeah, I like that? Or what do you do when you get that?
I listen to anything that, I mean, I listen to everything with an open mind, but everything don't get more than a few seconds worth of my time. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that I listen to and I feel like it just gives me a headache immediately. Or it's, I might listen to something and if it becomes immediately obvious that, who I'm listening to doesn't, isn't paying the proper homage or doesn't show the proper amount of respect for the craft or like the history or where it came from, then I can't rock with it either. You know what I'm saying? But I don't discriminate. I don't judge a book by its cover. I don't, categorize something based on a demographic. You know what I mean? Oh, this is an artist from this generation, or they're only, this is this artist's age, or this is where they're from, or whatever. I give everything a listen until I can't listen anymore.
Well, we fucked one person. We fucked
They
one
said
person.
Diddy was a hype man.
Oh, no, Diddy's not a hype man. We fucked one person, Snoop Dogg. We fucked Snoop Dogg. We fucked
Oh
him.
yeah,
We fucked him.
Snoop.
We fucked him. We fucked him. No, MC Wen, does MC Wen go on there?
Ren was nasty, man. But as far as me, my NWA pins is
Right.
Cube and DOC. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Just as
yeah,
far as
I'm gonna
impact on my life.
Okay, I'm gonna put the DOC on there because the DOC was actually the pen for Drake, wasn't he?
Yeah, DOC was a pen for Drake. I mean, was a pen for Dre, and he wrote it. A lot of the NWA shit was DOC and Cube.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put DOC on there because
And
even
if you don't judge none of the other shit that DOC wrote, DOC's album, that King of that No One Can Do a Better album. Yeah.
Something, I fuck somebody else on the track that has all of y'all rapping on it. Big L gotta be on there too. I fuck Big L. He's gotta be on that one with you, Bab. He's gotta be on that, man. Shit.
L was one of those dudes, man. I saw, I was starting to see L's influence in Hove a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like before L passed, I was like, because I was always a big L fan, and I was a Jay-Z fan too, but for different reasons, like I said. And I feel like L had perfected that style of that like ski and like that flip of the tongue type of style. That it was only a few artists. It was it was Jazz and Jay-Z. It was Ski and his uptown and his uptown flavor crew. And it was L, and with L, man, I feel like he mastered that shit. Like the way he did it, like the whole flamboyant style, he mastered that shit. And then I saw, if I'm not mistaken, I think Hov had just signed him or was about to sign.
He was about to sign him.
Yeah, because he know what's up, and he was aligning himself with that greatness. Because L was about to go on to greatness. He was the master of that shit. If you listen to that, what was they at, man? On Stretch and Bobbito, them like those, it's two times with Hov and Big L freestyling that Stretch and Bobbito show. And I mean, I'll let you be the judge. You know what I'm saying? It's a classic joint.
Now the thing is that Hov was gonna sign Big L, but the person who brought Big L to the table was Lord Finesse. And I'll never forget, we were at a battle. And Lord Finesse came up to me because he's always been a friend, and he said, "Yo, man, I got this kid named Big L. I want you to see what he does in this battle." And I've never seen somebody systematically break somebody the fuck down to where they just said, the dude threw the mic down and he said, "That's it, I'm going." After Big L said the second line, he was like, "You know something? I don't want no more of this."
Nah, yo, L was one of those dudes.
Yes.
Sadat brought L through our jam session. We used to do a joint every Sunday night down the wetlands back in the day. And Sadat brought Big L through. This had to be just like, maybe a few days before we lost L. So it was one of his last performances. I remember that night it was Big L, it was Cannabis, It was Buckshot. It was J. Rue Damager. It was Sadat X. It was me. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like, it was probably 20 MCs on the mic that night. And L, no lie, Big L had everybody shook. Everybody was stepping their shit up. Because it was like the concept with our joint at the Wetlands used to be you had to rap off the top. It had to be freestyle, what you were doing, improv. And everybody was like, yo, like trying to kick. Niggas was trying to do their written shit that night because it was like, yo, Big L, man, this shit was, he was a force to be reckoned with.
Did we fuck Guru off? We didn't add. Would you add Guru in there?
I think stylistically, yes. Stylistically, yes. As far as, I mean, like wordplay, not so much. You know what I mean?
But the style. That's what I'm saying. The style.
Yes, yes. It's so many artists, man. It's like it's too many.
Before I get you out of here, female MCs. Are there any females? Because we don't have any females on here other than
yes, we do.
Who do we have?
I said Roxanne Shante.
Okay,
definitely Roxanne Shante, Antoinette.
Ooh, Antoinette was nasty. Antoinette was the shit, horn.
Yeah, Antoinette, Light,
MC Lights, Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, you know what I'm saying? Even though like she Queen Latifah, like some of the time, will have like, you know, other people write for her, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to like think about artists.
We're only dealing with people who have their own pen.
Yeah, that's what I think I am. That's what I think I'm doing.
I want to ask you a question because I don't know. Does Nicki Minaj have her own pen, or is that somebody else?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm gonna put Nicki Minaj, but I'm gonna put a question mark because
if she write her shit,
if she write her own rhymes, because Nicki Minaj's delivery and style, puts her amongst the best people ever. But if she didn't write her rhymes, okay. But then at the same time, they say Drake doesn't write his rhymes. But at the same time, I don't know. Drake has written. But listen, I know Drake has written a lot of his shit. And sometimes when you're making records on that level and so many records at so many times, you need help because
I don't
you
know.
don't want to go for that.
I don't know.
You okay? Okay, all right.
I don't know. I'm not having nobody write my shit. But Bahamadia, Jean Grey,
Bahamadia.
Yeah, who else? Like, what other? Oh man, I mean, shit. Cyrock, Rhapsody.
I know Rhapsody. Who else? Who else? Is there anybody we're missing?
There's a lot of people we missing.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh man, what was Shorty name?
Fucking fuck. Shit. We're missing people.
Yeah. It's a lot of people. Rod Digger. That's what you missing. That's it.
The problem is when you make this kind of list, you fuck people over.
We already said Lauren. We said Lauren, but Rod Digger, Eve, Foxy, definitely, man.
We fucked Eve, Rod Digger, Eve. When you make this kind of list, you keep thinking about people on the way. Eve.
Yeah. Mia X, yeah. Oh, shorty name was Nonchalant. That was her name.
Nonchalant. Okay, now Mia X. Are we gonna go with Mia X? Was Mia X? We fucked Missy. Would you put
Missy? Gangsta Boo.
Fuck. Missy, and I just had her on this week, Missy Elliott. I fucked her over. I'm sorry, Missy.
Gangsta Boo. Shit. The Brat. Who was Shorty that used to sing that joint?
We fucked the Brat. We fucked the Brat over. We fucked the Brat. Here's the thing. When you do this, but Trina didn't write her own rhymes.
Yeah.
Foxy, shit, we fucked Remy Ma. We fucked
Remy! Oh my God!
We fucked
yo, I'm getting off this shit, man. I'm getting off this live, yo.
It's so many people that if you Sweet Tea shit.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is when you make this kind of list of Modi Love, we fucked Modi Love hard.
That's why I don't do lists. I don't do this, man. Like, I'm good.
But to get it, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. You know I love you, man, and you know that I've said on many occasions that you are in my top 10 of MCs. And people, if you have not watched this, I implore after
The
this live,
boss. The
you
boss.
have to go to YouTube and search Funkmaster Flex Black Thought Freestyle. I watched that freestyle the whole 10 minutes at least 70 times. One of my best friends is a guy named Sean C. from Grind Music. And Sean is very cool with Black.
Me and Sean C got an album about to come out.
Exactly. So I called Sean. And Sean is like my best friend. He's like my little brother. We're like brothers. And I said, what the fuck was that I just saw? And he said, yo, man, I see that shit all the time. That ain't nothing, man. He said, that ain't nothing. So I thank you, bro. I appreciate it, and I'll check you at another time, man. Thank you for having me on the show, man.
Salute.
Thank you, brother. Making these kind of lists is too hard. So listen, I'm going to keep going with you guys. If there's people that we need to add to this list, we're going with female MCs. Is there anybody that I missed here? Just tell me if there's somebody I missed. Let's see here. So here's what I have now, people. Here's what I think that Hove and Thought on a record would be good. I personally, the first time that I heard J. Cole was on a record called Star Is Born. And it was J. Cole and Hove. And fucking J. Cole bodied that shit, man. Like, I said, who the fuck is this guy? Heather B. I fucked Heather B over. I fucked her over. Heather B. She's got to be on there. Let's see. Fucking fuck. I fucked Lady of Rage over. Lady of Rage. See, this is why I don't want to make these right. Lady of Rage. I fucked her over. Okay. MC Light is on there. MC Light is on there. Roxanne Shante is on there. That's easy. Charlie Baltimore. Now, people, let's talk about Charlie Baltimore. What are we doing with Charlie Baltimore? Tell me what we're doing, because I don't think Charlie Baltimore wrote her own raps. By the way, every night we do this on Instagram, 7 p.m. I have news, I have advice, I have letters of the day. People send me letters, we read them, and of course we have celebrity interviews like Black Thought. So every night at 7, if you can hop in, come and hop in, and also follow me on Instagram at Fatman Scoop so that you get the notification. Is there anybody else that, no. The Dandy Applicant, I'm not going too hard. It's very hard when you have these lists and you fuck people over. I'm going to tell you. One day at Hot 97, it was myself, Funkmaster Flex, DJ Mr. C, Red Alert, and there was someone else there. I forget who it was. And we were having Lady Luck. Lady Luck is nice with hers. I'm gonna get ready to come and take your calls in a minute. Just stay on the live. I'm gonna come and take you in a minute. We argued for 4 hours about this list. I didn't write the list down. We argued so much and so loud. Angie Martinez came out of the studio. She was like, would y'all shut the fuck up? And when Angie Martinez talks, everybody just act like it's the Puerto Rican grandmother that nobody wants a piece of. Motherfuckers got the fuck out of here. But just like in Friday, we came back. We ran, but we came back. I am putting Tretch on there. I forgot Tretch. I fucked him over. I fucked Tretch over. Tretch created a style, and he was nice, and he had the triggity flow. Tretch. I forgot Tretch. I fucked him over. Let's see here. So far, here's what we have, people. And then I'm going to get on out of here. And listen, you can watch the rebroadcast. And Ladybug from Diggable Planets. See, I don't want to put her on the list of top MCs because you only have one fucking record. You can't do one record. Like, you need more than one record. Q-Tip is on there. Q-Tip is amongst the best. Here's what we have right now, and I'm going to give it to you really, really quick. This is not in any particular order, but these are the list of MCs that me and Black Thought came up with. Rakim, Kool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, LL, KRS, Lord Finesse, Nas, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Fred the Godson, Raekwon, and Ghostface Together. Prodigy, of course, Black Thought, Big J, Slick Rick, Melly Mel, Lloyd Banks, Big L, Prodigy, Grandmaster Caz, Kevy Kev, Eminem, Bun B, Drake, Run DMC, Beanie Siegel, Grand Poobah, Ice Cube, Jesse West, Method Man, Redman, Chuck D, Q-Tip, Lil Wayne, Cool Mo D, Grandmaster Caz, I said earlier, Bun B, Big Pun, DMX, Inspector Deck, Joel Ortiz, Buster, Kendrick Lamar, Common, Das Effects, J. Cole, Tretch, EPMD, Lauryn Hill, Snoop Dogg, DOC, and Guru. Shit, I fucked Papoose over. I fucked him over. Papoose is on there because he's fucking ill like when, I don't know if you remember, like when he took all of the companies and he made the song out of it, he definitely belongs on there. Let's see here. CL Smooth. I fucked CL Smooth. He belongs on there because he had a smooth delivery and he brought something to the game that wasn't there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll put MF Doom on there. Because now we're getting deep into underground shit. So people might not understand that. Styles P. Now people, I want you to tell me if Styles P and I would say Styles P and I would even say Sheek Louch to an extent. I have Scarface on there. See, but we're talking about that when we get into Heavy D and all that like that. That's a whole different list. Lupe Fiasco, I'm gonna put him on there because Lupe deserves to be on there. And then we can, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna take this list and I'm gonna put it up on Instagram. And I'm gonna let everybody argue this over. Now, would you say that E40? See, I think when it comes to what it's like I can't fuck E40 over because he brought a lot to the game. I fucked T.I. over. He's ill with his. We said Mos Def. We said Black Star. We said Black Star. Black Star is Mos Def and Talib. Hold on, Black Star. Hold on. We fuck that over. All right. So listen. I'm sorry if I went too hard. I'm sorry if I got emotional. I'm sorry if I fucking started yelling. This is very important stuff to me. I'm a student of the game. I'm a lover of the game. I love nothing but the best shit. So, you know, the list could go on. Let me see how many I have for top MCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I said Lloyd Banks too. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. It's about 57 people on this list. Now, we have for the ladies, Roxanne Shante, Antoinette, MC Light, Queen Latifah, Nicki Minaj, Bahamadia, Rhapsody, Rod Digger, Eve, Lauryn Hill, Nonchalant, Missy Elliott, The Brat, Remy Ma, Sweet Tea, Moni Love, Heather B, and Lady of Rage. I fucked Common. Over. This is why we can't do this. I fucked Corrupt over. I fucked him. Corrupt is nice with his. Busy Boss. You know something? That's it. You know something? Because y'all keep coming with names and we can't. And we can't. I thank you. We'll be back tomorrow with another show. This week we're going to have French Montana. I believe we're going to have Amber Rose. We're going to have Gary Vaynerchuk on Friday. We're going to have, I'm working on it right now, the Central Park 5 and Omar, and Michael Williams, who plays Omar on The Wire and also was on Boardwalk, I forget what it was, Boardwalk Empire on HBO. You probably know him as the guy with the scar across his face, and he actually played the father of Antron in When They See Us about the Central Park 5. So we're going to have him on. And it's going to be, God willing, a very interesting week. So again, I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna put this up, and we can discuss this all we want, and we can send it to fucking every outlet in the world and let them fucking decide. Again, thank you very much. I personally, Rick Ross is not on my top MCs list, but he damn sure is one of my favorite MCs. When I want to listen to an album to be inspired, I definitely turn on Rick Ross. Like this pandemic, when I said, listen, I have to get myself into the mode of making money and winning, first album I went to was both of, I said Slick Rick already. The first album I went to was Better You Than Me, and I went to the latest, the latest one I think is Better You Than Me, and then I went to the one with Diced Pineapples on it. Kool G Rap was number 2, okay? Rakim and Kool G Rap is number 2. Now, I know that everybody's saying Wale and all this stuff like that, and I know that it was in the news today, but, you know, I am not hating G-Rap. G-Rap is number 2 on my list. Rakim 1, Kool G Rap 2, Big Daddy Kane number 3. That's who's on my list, okay? That's who's on my list, my personal list. Man, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. Look at this. Look, it's all sweat from fucking jumping up and down and moving around in this chair. I will see you guys tomorrow. If you have an idea for the show or you want someone to get on the show, please hit me, okay? show@fatmanscoop.com. See, now we're going to have to get into groups because I love De La Soul. De La Soul is my favorite group. The reason that I didn't sign with Puff is because I was trying to emulate De La Soul. But I can't put them on the top 50 MCs. I have to put them on top 50 groups. We can go to that later on this week. Jesus. I will talk to you guys later. Be safe. Good night.